I wanted to be somewhat close to home. I wanted to stay in the Midwest, and I wanted to play at the best basketball school that wanted me. And I think in my high school mindset, that's where my head was. And then you come to Creighton and you experience the family that Creighton is, and it just became so much more. The people there here, they're so amazing and so supportive, and they just created this environment where I was able to grow as a basketball player, but also just as a person.
The relationships in college just were huge for me. Coming back my senior year, I definitely feel like I made that decision right. And I think if I would have left, I would have deeply regretted it. And it's great being back here again in Omaha, and seeing so many familiar faces, and just excited to be back. Kyle's meant a lot to me. He's a great mentor, not for me, but just for anyone. He's just a great human, and just him being an NBA veteran that I could lean on for advice. And he played on the Bulls too when I was drafted. After I was drafted, he had previous ties with the Bulls and Coach Thibodeau, and he had a lot of good advice for me on how to get going. And it's great to talk to him every once in a while, and I'm still close with his brothers, and that helps too. The Jamboree, I always remember that night. First off, we always got new gear as a team because we had to greet all the boosters, and that was always fun, lining up at the door. But it was cool to be a part of, seeing all the auction items they had that you could bid on. I was always trying to get my parents to bid on stuff that I wanted. But it's just great to have, all the Creighton supporters in one room. And I think that kind of just shows, the family connection we have here, and everyone's on the same page.
It's always in the old gym. I'm not sure where it is now. Probably not in the old gym anymore. But the old gym was always full, and I remember just, obviously interacting with all the different J-backers. But it was just a fun night. Everyone always had a smile on their face. I think everyone enjoys giving to Creighton.
Yeah, J-backers are so important for our program. They allow us to do things, like travel, eat well on the road, just from everything. They fund us, and not only that, they're great people just to have around. They're at our shoot-arounds, our practices, and you just talk to them, and they travel with us too. And we wouldn't be where we're at if it weren't for our J-backers, and I hope they know that.
Just knowing that there's this kind of safety net around you of people who are there for you and who truly care about you, it just kind of helps you. It just gives you the confidence that you can go out and try to be you and try to do the best you can, because you have people there supporting you. And I think that's what the Creighton community and the J-backers have been for me. Those college years are so formative in a lot of ways. It creates this foundation for you to go on and live the rest of your life. You got to find out who you are at some point, and you got to have this safe place to do that. And I think I was able to kind of see, experience the world in a lot of ways. But again, within these safe boundaries that I was provided by the people here. But once you find out who you are as a person, you're able to go out into the world and try to be that person. And we're always evolving, we're always still growing. But I'm just grateful that I had an environment where I was able to come and really try to find myself as a man.
I have a huge connection to the program still. I come back in the summers, try and catch up with the guys as much as I can. They got a lot of great guys on the team, and they're really talented too. And obviously, my dad's still coaching and being really close with the assistant coaches. I feel like I'm pretty involved on a day-to-day basis, and I'm always just asking questions about how practices are going and stuff like that. And I think the future is bright.
I can't say thank you enough to Creighton and to Omaha for everything that they gave me as a person, as a student athlete. And I think as you build relationships along that journey of trying to find yourself as a man, I've met all these great people who are doing awesome things in the community, obviously here at Creighton, and you just want to be part of that. And you don't want to just do it for that phase of life. You want this to be lifelong relationships, and so I think that's kind of been the heart of all that.
Yeah, Creighton's just it's a family atmosphere, and I think everyone you'd ask would say that. It's a small school, but everyone stays really close. We all like to come back in the summers. Omaha's a great city in the summer, and there's a lot going on. And the facility now, the Championship Center, it's hard not to come back to, because that's the best you can get in the country, and a lot better than even a lot of NBA arena or NBA facilities. So it's great to have.